Hello everyone, welcome to our channel United Chokros from Mumbai, and we are back again. This is the transfer show, and Manchester United have made a complete mess of this transfer window. We had a lockdown that had an extended period for the club to plan this window. We had 10 weeks of transfer window. That is another extended time. What we have managed to do is we have managed to sell one player and buy one player, and it's complete mess and panic at the club right now. They don't know what to do. They are looking for alternatives. They had the list of targets, but now they are not able to get those targets signed, and now they're looking for alternatives, which is again a panic buy. And make no mistake, this is the third time they're doing it, third time in a row. Last year we were planning to buy Paulo Dybala and Mario Mandzukic on the deadline, and it failed miserably. And it is going to happen again because there is no planning, there is no strategy, and this is the same people who on 15th August said that we are relaxed about the situation, we are in complete control, we know what we are doing. Is it? If you know what you are doing, why haven't you signed the players? Why haven't you sold the players? 10 weeks of transfer window, and here we are. 3 days to go, we've only signed one player. Apparently, Manchester United club had put in a bid for Jadon Sancho of 91 million, and it was rejected by Borussia Dortmund. Now, some credible journalists said that it was not a bid, it was an inquiry. Yes, of course, that's what we are. Inquiring FC, monitoring FC, negotiating FC, late bid rejected FC, personal terms agreed FC. That's what we have become. We won't sign player till the deadline day, and then we will look for a panic buy. And this is what is happening right now. We are looking to sign Ousmane Dembélé and Ismail Sarr. Again, both these players don't fit the profile. Some people are coming out on social media and saying Ousmane Dembélé is an amazing player. Back in 2017, look at his stats and compare it with Sancho right now. Is that some kind of a joke? You're comparing Sancho to a player who's been injured 75% of the time in last 2 years, has a very bad attitude and discipline problem, and you want Manchester United to sign that player. Over and above that, Dembélé doesn't want to come to the club. He doesn't want to join Manchester United, and Barcelona are not looking to loan him, they're looking to sell him. Does this remind you of something? Something happened in 2014. Are Manchester United revisiting that chapter? We signed a player who didn't want to be here. We signed another player who was injury prone, Angel Di Maria. He didn't want to come here because PSG had a transfer ban. He didn't have an option. No other club could afford his wages, could afford the transfer fee, and he had to come to Manchester United. And look where it ended. It was a bad signing, and after that we signed Radamel Falcao, an injury prone player. Why? Because the first target was Lewandowski, we couldn't get him. The second choice was Higuain, we couldn't get him. Then it was Cavani, we couldn't get him, and then we signed Falcao, an injury prone player. Both the transfers were disaster, and we are repeating it again. Ousmane Dembélé is not the player that fits Manchester United profile. Now some people are saying, forget Sancho, why do you want Sancho? We could sign Sarr. Liverpool wanted to sign Ismail Sarr. Okay, hold on, get your facts straight right there. Ismail Sarr plays on the right wing. Who plays on the right wing for Liverpool? Mohamed Salah. Which means they want to sign Sarr as a backup for Salah. And we want to sign Sarr as a first choice right winger. Do you understand the difference? So when you come out and say those things, please get your facts straight. Now I'm not against you, Manchester United signing Dembélé or Sarr. That's your personal opinion. Everyone is entitled to the personal opinion. But don't come out and say Sancho is not worth that money. We shouldn't sign Sancho. He is the best player in that age group, and he's just 20 years of age. Look at the stats the past 2 years. Last year he scored 16 goals and had 17 assists. So when you come out and say that you want Manchester United to sign Dembélé or Ismail Sarr, that's fine. But don't tell that, we shouldn't be signing Sancho. These are better players. No, these are not better players. That's why club, gets encouraged. They know that a set of fans are idiots and they will always back us for the alternative. on the deadline day when we sign, they will be happy at the end of the day. Because it is, even if we sign Sancho, this is not a good transfer window. We have messed it completely. We had to sign a centre back. We haven't signed a centre back. Alex Telles, we are negotiating since last 3 weeks. And for what? For 5 or 6 millions? Look at the hypocrisy here. Roma wants Smalling. Smalling wants to go there. But we won't negotiate a deal just for a couple of millions. And Alex Telles, who wants to come to Manchester United, has a lease clause of 45 million, but Porto are willing to let him go for 18 million because there is only 1 year left in the contract. Now we're not talking about any random player, a player who has had 14 assists and 12 goals. That is some stats for a left back. And we are negotiating. Now I understand you don't think he is 18 million is his value. But if you don't think that's a value, don't waste your time. Move on to a different target. And then you're saying that at the end of the transfer window, you will sign a player like Dembélé and Sarr and then say, we didn't have time for a centre back and a left back. I'm not even thinking about centre back because I know we are not going to sign centre back. That is completely out of the question when Ole said that we have 7 centre backs. So it's absolutely disappointing what we have done in this transfer window. And I'll tell you what will happen now. If we sign Sancho, oh great, well and good. I'll be really happy, but I won't forgive the club for that. But if we don't sign Sancho and Dembélé rejects us, so what will happen is they will only sign Telles till the 5th of October. After that, they will sign the Watford player, Ismail Sarr. Yes, Ismail Sarr, because the British transfer window doesn't close after 5th of October. It's still open. So they will sign him after 5th of October. They will unveil him. Along with him, they will sign Edinson Cavani. Then they should be looking to get Luka Jovic on loan. A better player, a younger player, a better prospect. Why would you sign Edinson Cavani? He's a free agent. He doesn't have a career. His career is almost over. He's an injury-prone player. Even in his peak time, he was injured most of the time. So you want to sign an injury-prone player who is 33 years of age and is going to, cost you a lot of wages. It's like, he is getting to come to a club here and have a paid holiday because most of the time he's going to be on the injury table. The same thing is about Dembélé. I'm not doubting Dembele's talent. He was a talented player when he was at Dortmund, but it has completely failed at Barcelona for the last 2 years. So it is pointless signing either of these two players. Only 3 days to go. Need to be more practical. I know a centre back is out of the question, but at least we need to sign a left back and Sancho, a right winger in Sancho. There is no other option now. There is no alternative. We have made ourselves, if there was an alternative looked at in the month of August, where we knew, 120 million is not something which is in our budget. So our fans would have been disappointed. I completely agree. But if they would have said that that's, completely out of our budget, we can't afford Sancho, we would have been upset, but we would have understood. Yes, the club is at least honest about it. But they dragged on the deal. They thought Dortmund will budge at the end of the transfer window. They will cave into the demands in the last few days. It doesn't happen because that's what Dortmund do. When they let go of Aubameyang and Dembélé when he went to Barcelona, the same thing had happened. Barcelona tried to negotiate, but Dortmund stuck to the fee and Barcelona had to end up paying that fee. The same was the case with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Arsenal had to pay that fee. And it is the same thing again. In fact, I read somewhere that Dortmund director had come out and said talks were on, but we had made our stance very clear. So we all know 120 million or nothing. You either pay it or move on, but they haven't done that. And it's become a complete mess here. Now I can rant as much as I want. You can be disappointed as much as you want. But until and unless, the people who handle the transfers don't get changed, or we hire a sporting director, this is going to repeat again and again every season after season. And they say that they have learned from the mistakes. I don't know what they have learned from the mistakes. They're making again and again those mistakes. Now Patrice Evra said Avram Glazer likes the club. He loves the club. If he likes the club, he would have sacked those people out right there. Woodward and Matt Judge have completely messed three transfer windows back to back. So if he loves the club, if he knows what the fans want, he would have sacked those people. But he's again the same thing. As long as they are getting their pockets filled, they don't care. They have removed 100 million in dividends in the last 5 years. So they have money for that, but they don't have money to spend on players to improve the squad so that we can challenge for the title. Now I can go on and on for hours and hours, but it won't make a difference. So I'll just cut it short before I end the video. The latest update on players going out is Smalling deal is now currently stalled. Diego Dalot talks are going on. Manchester United want to sell him, but Milan only want him on a loan. And no update on Romero and Marcos Rojo. So very difficult. It will become very difficult to let these players go because they're on very high wages as well, and no other club wants to give them those wages. Andreas Pereira to Lazio is a done deal. He's going on a loan to Lazio, and it should be done today or tomorrow. So that is one player who has gone out on loan. And apart from that, there's no incomings and outgoings. We were interested in getting Luka Jovic on loan, but that is also out of question now because we don't act and we think a lot before signing the player. I don't know what they negotiate, what they think so much, but again another mess of a deal. 3 days to go. We can only wait and watch and pray that these idiots get some sense and get the Sancho deal over the line and tell us at least we can get these two deals over the line. I'll be relieved. Otherwise, it's going to be a really bad season. We're going to play Tottenham on Sunday. We have games against Chelsea and Arsenal coming up. And what will happen is by the time December approaches, we'll be in a really bad situation and the manager will be sacked. Now, keeping aside Ole's tactics and everything, this is not about the manager. This is about how the club is approaching every transfer window, how they're not backing a manager. I'll say it again and again, we had two world-class managers before Ole. Both of them were not backed, and see what happened. No matter what they did, how their behavior was, how their attitude was, but they had to be backed. Even Moyes was not backed. Remember, he was only given Fellaini on a deadline day. Now maybe he's not a good manager, he had no experience with a club, but your job was to back him. You didn't do that. So there's no point talking about sacking a manager when you're not, backing the manager in the first place. If you back the manager, if you get him the player that he wants and he doesn't perform, that's when you sack him. But you cannot, sack a manager after not backing him. Mourinho wanted a centre back badly, but we couldn't get a centre back for him. And look what happened. We leaked goals at the back and he was sacked at the end. And it is going to happen again in December, January. So with that, I'll end this video. If you like the video, please make sure to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. We'll be back again for a post-match presentation. Manchester United vs Tottenham Hotspur. There will be DVAB show episode 3, and we'll also be doing the deadline day on transfers in and out, the final day of the window. So it will be either on Monday night or Tuesday morning. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching the video.